All right, legends, price of Bitcoin really not doing much. We're going to talk about the possible scenarios, the levels. The bears are actually in control. During the last few weeks, no major resistance levels have been reclaimed. They haven't been broken. So we're going to analyze what do we need to see for the bulls to actually come back. What would be that level, that sweet spot that once the price of Bitcoin breaks, we can actually turn bullish for the price of Bitcoin, because we are just forming lower highs and lower lows. So what is going to be next, guys? We're going to talk about the Bitcoin technical analysis, the major levels, and we're also going through the DXY, some other interesting charts, and some important news ahead as well. Let's dive in. First of all, we are going to take a look here at the comment section. Oh my goodness, look at my face, look at my expressions. They are not good. Make sure to smash up the like button, guys, if you do enjoy the content. Let's put a little bit of background music here. And let's dive in right away through the comment section, and then we're going to go through the price of Bitcoin, because you might think to yourself, hey, this looks quite bearish. This looks like it wants to go to lower levels. This is going to form a much larger ABC corrective move on the higher time frames. Is this a gigantic double top? We're going to get a massive breakdown during the summer. Yes, we're going to talk about this, guys, because we cannot deny that the bears are in control. We are trending to the downside here very aggressively during the last few weeks. So yeah, we are looking for a reversal. We are trying to spot here where the price could get some bullish momentum. These consolidations are great, okay, that we've been forming during the last few days to try and detect, hey, can we bottom out here? Can we look for double bottoms right at this zone? Can we break this major resistance, then to flip bullish and look for nice day trading setups? We're going to talk about that scenario right away, guys. First of all, let's go through the comment section, say hello to the beautiful community. We get him 100 subs, says Mustafa, 100k subs. Mustafa, thank you very much for the insane support, my man. Paul Andrew, the bears in control. Dude, whales are in control, you mean? It's going to 40k, gonna sit up here saying the same. Whoa, hey, Paul Andrew, very aggressive here with some very nasty words in the comment section. Hey, chill. Yeah, bears are in control, but when are you going to be bullish? When we actually break some levels of resistance, right? Now, no doubt that the bears are in control. We know that, okay? We have lost some major levels of support. We've lost the value area low of this entire range, but these consolidations are good. Once we get a major aggressive drop and we start having a dead cat bounce, a little bit of sideways momentum, this is the moment where we can detect if the bulls are going to step in, right? This is the moment. There are certain levels where we can take some trading decisions, okay? So you saying that we are going to go down all the way to $40,000. Well, that would be kind of the target zone of this double top, right? You can analyze this as a big, massive double top, and we're just going to break down the neckline here at $56,000, right? I think that this is something that, you know, is very disturbing without a doubt. You might get the classic double top target zone, which is the width of the double top, right? We're going to break down and we're going to go down to $40,000, right? That is kind of your target zone here for this double top scenario. Hey, I'm going to say that it's definitely a possibility, no doubt, but there could be some fake outs to the downside. We can recognize those fake outs, and I'm going to talk about where exactly we can recognize that the price is not going to go to much lower levels, all right? Talking about those major important levels of support, because if we do break down from here, yeah, no doubt, I wouldn't call $40,000 just yet, because we have some nice little support right there. We've got kind of a little order block right there on the 4-hourly, 12-hourly time frame where we have a high volume node. There is a high volume node right over here at $51,000 range, right, where we could get some support. No doubt that this is a bouncing zone where we have the lows at 50,500. This is no doubt a quick bouncing swing failure pattern level, classic, okay, liquidity grab beneath this zone and a nice bouncing zone, all right? So you might think, well, if you do think that if we're going to break down, why don't we just short from this bounce, from this dead cat bounce? Hey, you can take the shot, no doubt. You can take the shot if you think that in the next coming days, we're going to come all the way down there. you could probably jump into a swing short position, manage your risk, put your stop loss at the highs, enter here. If you're that bearish, then yeah, it is a scenario as we do see the price action, very, very bearish with this momentum as we did not hit the highs here. During May, the all-time high, this is not looking too great. Very exhaustive momentum during the last few months when we create this double top. So yeah, it's a scenario that we need to take into consideration. We just need to be ready for that hit and not be surprised. Don't want any crazy swing long positions in here saying that, hey, we're going to go to all-time high in the next coming weeks. I am adding to a massive long position here, and then the price gets to drop below $40,000. That would be devastating, right? So $40,000, a little bit of an aggressive target in my opinion. We got a lot of support still. We are still holding the value area low zone when we take a look at the volume profile. And we can see this area, okay, between March and June, we can see that this is the end, basically. This is the end of the volume. Let me just get a box right there and show you here how, right, this is the zone where we have the volume finishing. This is crucial. This is no doubt crucial zone. We want to dance around. Dancing around in this area, for me, is a good sign of support. We are seeing proof of support on the higher time frame. If not, we would have just smashed down already from that level. Now, this is a level of support, right? Let me get myself here on the stream. Well, never mind. Yeah, we're going to do the stream without myself here. Never mind. So if we do, if we are consolidating here, there's proof of support. There is proof of support. If not, we would have smashed through that last volume zone and then come all the way down to the next high volume spike, right? Where the price action moves fast, you can move as fast down as well. It's not off the cards, guys. It is a possibility. However, this is support. We could be forming a much larger triangle structure during the summer before seeing any volatile move either to the downside or to the upside from a much larger triangle scenario, which is something that we have been talking about on the previous stream. This is definitely a scenario, guys. This is big support, so we need to take it into consideration. Well, we're going to jump into the lower time frames. Well, if you do, because there's a lot of people already calling for a breakdown. $50,000 range, it's coming. Even $40,000, it's coming. This is it, guys. Double top, it's the end. We're going to much lower levels. We can see the fear and greed index going to fear the last few days. It's back at neutral at the moment. So we've gone from extreme greed to greed, right, the last couple of months, and now in neutral fear just yesterday, which is a good reset. We're feeling the bearishness of the people, and people already, are in doubt about Bitcoin going to all-time high in the next coming weeks, right? There is doubt already because of this price action that we formed. Now, let's go right away through the different scenarios on the lower time frame, because lower time frame is what is going to give us the possibility of these setups, right? The lower time frame is going to give us those levels to analyze and realize where we could find a trading setup. And I'm going to keep it extremely simple here. We have bounced from the high volume node. We were talking about this yesterday. So when we take a look at a range from this consolidation, it's kind of lost. We're just about to hit the value area low of this range of the last 5 days approximately. So we did get one small little bounce here of about $500 from the point of control of this consolidation of the last 5 days, and we just lost it today. And right now it looks like we want to try and attempt to break down from the lows. This is an old monthly level. When we go to the monthly time frame, we can see that that monthly level, all right, was pretty well respected. This over here was monthly close and open, right? Monthly open and close. You can see it right there. We got a pretty nice bounce on the lower time frames. Let me just get that monthly level and zoom in so you can see it. This purple horizontal line. We got a beautiful bounce here on Monday, right? As you can see on the chart, we got a pretty nice instant bounce as we hit that level. And then we broke down, came back above the monthly, and we bounced. That monthly level is providing the support currently. So losing that level is not going to be such a great sign. If we do get below this level, break down successfully, something that I'm going to be concerned that we could be going to much lower levels. There are some other levels of support that I want to see holding, which is a daily level. There's an untapped daily level right over here, exactly at $60,234. That daily level, as mentioned, is daily, close, and open from Monday and Tuesday. We like daily levels. You have an attempt in breaking through them and they get rejected. So a reclaim above that daily level at $60,230 is going to be bullish, okay? But we need to reclaim it, right? If the price does break down from here and we do this, boom, we start breaking the proven level of support of the last few days at $60,600. If we have an attempt in breaking down, the bears need to push the price down aggressively, because if the bulls, okay, step in and we start reclaiming again the value area low and we get above that monthly level, above the daily, this is going to be bullish. This is a sign of a reversal. We've just claimed the liquidity beneath the lows, and then the price, if it gets that push up, that is the sign of strength that I'm going to see here. This is going to be a sign of strength that is likely going to get the price pushing up, at least to test point of control, value area high, potentially the highs of this range of the last few days. So it's super important, right? This is a classic bear trap zone. However, we cannot find out if this is a bear trap until the price reclaims those levels of support that will be resistance, right? Which is the value area low, the old monthly level, proven level of support. We've been bouncing beautifully during the last few days, right over here, even getting bounces of over $1,000. I did manage to long this level, took most of the profits. Now, yeah, it's basically still in that long position, very small day trade position right over here. It was basically a swing failure pattern from this higher low, classic level for a beautiful bounce, testing the monthly and coming back up to the value area high, right? Enough, we're getting some choppiness, had to take some profits at this zone based on the choppiness. So yeah, this is no doubt a scenario, because if this were to be impulsive, and I get the point here, guys, because people are going to be mad saying, how can you think about a bullish case scenario if we are bearish? If the price is bearish, right? How can you even think about a possible reversal scenario? Where there's Fibonacci levels, there's levels of support that if they are reclaimed, okay, after being resistance, you can have, you do have a chance. When we do take a look at this price action, I understand that this could be just a dead cat bounce and that's it. We're coming back down to the lows. No doubt, this is something that could happen in the next coming days. We just need to say that, this is a reality. So I would not be interested in longing here any drop at all. I would rather even be, looking for shorts. If we do break down and we do get resistance here, there's no doubt I would say, hey, we're just likely going to get continuation to the downside. And I'll be looking at, some possible day trade scalp shorts as we do get the resistance. However, if you just get a wick, you have a liquidity grab, and this is something that we are going to find out during today, very likely. You move down and you get an instant reaction bounce and you start reclaiming here this zone. This is going to be bullish. This is when you need to come to the conclusion that this has been an impulsive move to the upside. This has been an A, a B, and a C right there. And as soon as you start reclaiming here the lows, this is no longer going to be impulsive. If you want to see an impulsive move to the downside, you want to see 1, 2, 3. You want to see it rip through the lows, okay? The moment you start moving below these lows created yesterday and you get the price reclaiming this level, this is no longer going to be impulsive. No, it's not going to be impulsive if you get a reclaim of the lows and also the monthly level. As soon as you get above the daily, that is going to be already a short time sign of strength. And this no longer will be impulsive to the downside. This will likely be an ABC move, and you're looking here for the recovery. This will be a one wave. This has been a two wave and a three wave structure. Getting back above the lows is going to be a sign of strength, guys. This is how you need to recognize that you do have a high chance that if you make this price action, this is bullish. You're reclaiming some local levels and you're invalidating the bearish impulsive move down. This next leg down that we are forming right now needs to absolutely crush these lows and the daily level. It needs to crush the lows based on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially, right? And then then the possibility of a recovery is there. So what we need to pay attention right now, okay, is this zone, right? How is the price action going to break below the lows from yesterday? We want to see the price making a huge aggressive move down here, very aggressive. Then we're going to analyze the wave structures, right? Because if you do form a 5-wave structure to the downside, this is a beautiful swing failure pattern low right over here. Get the liquidity again beneath 58,200, right? This is a beautiful bouncing zone. It's the 0.88 Fibonacci. We did mention this on a live stream a few days ago where we said, hey, the strongest level for a bounce, apart from the 7-8 that got a small little reaction, okay? 7-8 did get a small little reaction. However, the best level here for an instant bounce based on the confluence was the 0.88 from this rise of the last few weeks, right, in May. And then 0.88 with a daily level, right? The daily close and open that we had from the 1st of May and 2nd of May. Huge level, huge bounce of over $3,000. If you longed that level, you made insane profits. So what if we do come down there and we reclaim the level, right? This is going to be a dangerous zone. You might think, well, no, this is dangerous to long. Wouldn't you think that the price is going to just come break down and claim the lows of the 1st of May? Absolutely, yes, it is possible, but it could also hold as a double bottom. It could also form a double bottom and you're getting a recovery in the coming days. So the whole game thing here is, I don't know if it's going to double bottom or not. I know I can manage my risk. I got some alerts set here as well. Also some alerts here on some other exchanges. So I get the alerts on my phone and analyze this local scenario. Number one being, okay, this one over here, which would be, okay, breaking down and not successfully breaking down, reclaiming again here the value area of the last few days. That is bullish. That is bullish. I would see this as a one wave and an ABC corrective move. We're starting to reclaim these lows. That's bullish. You're going to get a nice leg up here to claim these highs. I want to be in long positions once I see this price action. I want to try and catch here the corrective move, understanding that the movement down, the bears have lost control. The bulls have stepped in here very aggressively. So if that were to be the case, this is a plan. This is a trading plan. I would look to enter a long position here. This is the kind of price action that I want to see. I would be targeting the highs and even much higher levels depending on that breakout. I mean, if we do double top from the highs here, this is no doubt a take profit. If price rejects from those highs, we need to take the profits. It's just like the long position that I got in here. It was a nice scalp day trade. I had to take profits. The price was too choppy, from this long position. You need to take some profits, protect position, right? Overall, it's a winning trade. So if this were to be the case, this would be your take profit one without a doubt, right? You're long in here. Stop loss is beneath at the lows. You're looking here for these highs to be taken. If you do get the price here to push up, claim the highs from the last few days, and you reject, you get this choppy action, just like we did here the last couple of days, you need to take profits. You need to take profits. This could be a liquidity grab and you're rejecting and you're coming back down. So if you break through from this level, it's going to be looking interesting. No doubt that the next profit zone would be the value area low from the range in between March and June. That is a strong level of resistance, without a doubt. We could still, the 𝗬𝗏𝘁 patterns still could be in play. When we take a look at Fibonacci from the start of the drop on Sunday, okay, last Sunday to the lows, your 7/8 Fibonacci, 63,100, is in confluence with the value area low of the entire range between March and June. So that is resistance. We cannot deny that. If the price were to recover all the way up there and is getting choppy, it's a take profit area, right? Value area low, 63,100 to 200. If the price does this, guys, like I mentioned, we're targeting the first highs of the last few days. And if we break through, the next level is the value area low. You get the choppiness, you take profit. You blast through here and the momentum is getting really strong. Well, you maintain that long position, because if you do reclaim here the $63,200, if you get back inside the value area low of the entire range between March and June, things can get punchy. Now, for the moment, it's a pipe dream. Bitcoin is bearish. This is a pipe dream. I'm not saying that this is going to be the scenario. I'm just saying that if we do reclaim that value area low, it's going to be bullish. There will be beautiful long opportunities, at least all the way up to $67,000. The momentum will likely pick up and it will be very strong. Right now, you might think you are smoking crack. The price of Bitcoin is bearish. How can you be bullish right there? I'm saying the reclaim levels. We reclaim certain levels. There's beautiful long opportunities, right? It's just realizing where there is a sign of strength. Now the price is bearish, the price is weak. You reclaim above the value area low of the entire range. I can tell you this is a huge sign of strength for the bulls. There's going to be beautiful day trading, scalping longs here on the retracements, all right? After breaking above $63,200 successfully. We need a successful breakout, and by all means, a successful breakout is a successful breakout. None of that choppy price action at that level, right? If we are doing this and we're not managing to just break through that level, then this is not a successful breakout, right? If we do break above successfully, it's going to be game on, guys. It's going to be game on. There's just going to be some really nice, good longing opportunities because you're back inside of the value range. So yeah, as long as we're below that level, of course, price is bearish. We need to, understand that. That is without a doubt. So that is a scenario. What is going to be interesting, guys, in the next coming couple of days, analyzing this price action, because if this is a dead cat bounce high, right, and just by the fact, let's just say that this has been an A, a B, a C, right? Very, very rare ABC. The C wave, you want it above the A wave most of the times, but it's possibly you could have that ABC, right? Kind of not a running flat exactly, but basically a C wave that hasn't managed to get above the A wave. The next move down is going to tell us everything, guys. This is the next move down. I will know if it is going to be impulsive or corrective. How do you know? Why? Because what we are analyzing here, all right, and we already hit the 0.88 Fibonacci, which is very disturbing here for a second wave. Getting above the 0.88 Fibonacci, no. This is telling me that I think could be a high chance that if we break beneath this level, it's going to be an ABC right there. This is going to end up impulsive. 0.88 is giving favor here that these highs are going to be taken. And there's no doubt a possibility that depending on how these highs are taken as well, guys, this could just be a much larger boom, 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 A, B, C. And then the price is going to smack back down again. And in the end, we're looking at a much larger ABC. We need to realize what is happening with the waves. And this is why I'm going to give the pure explanation so you can succeed in your next trading setup. So pay full attention here if you want a successful trading setup for the next couple of days. Because I can already tell you, how you can realize what is going to be impulsive or corrective. The next leg down from this point, we get the price getting an explosive move down, almost hitting the lows here, right? We get a 1.618 extension, and the price is very, very much aggressive to the downside. It's just breaking through. We're hitting the 1.618, 59,300, and it's, volume is increasing drastically. Likely that this movement to the upside, we're going to have to pay attention. If it's very three-wavy, all right, and very choppy, no doubt it could likely be a fourth wave, and we're looking for that fifth wave to claim the lows. If price action moves down in this structure, in a 5 waves movement here to the downside, this is an insane swing failure pattern level. There's no doubt that you're going to get a really nice bounce here to claim the lower highs of the fourth wave. It's a classic movement. Whether the price then continues down or not, pay attention on that retracement of the next movement down, if it is going to be impulsive. So where are the good setups? This fourth wave is going to be very difficult because, as I said, this could be an ABC. And then you might be thinking, oh, this is the fourth wave, we're going to get the next leg down, and then whoop, you get the movement up here, and you formed an ABC. This is why this is the moment of confirmation that we are going to hit these highs, right? That is when I know, based on price action, this is no longer impulsive. We've come back above the levels of resistance. This is bullish. This is the moment I will be aggressively day trade longing to the highs. Like I explained, why? Because this movement down will no longer be impulsive. You'll be having the third wave overlapping the first wave, getting back above the value area low of this trading zone. This is just no longer impulsive. It's no longer impulsive. It's going to be bullish. That is the moment you want to start flipping bullish, at least to take these highs. There'll be beautiful day trading scenarios. Now on the other side, it's very difficult. I would not be interested in this leg down on the corrective structure. I would be very, very cautious, just realizing that, hey, maybe this is an ABC. If you get the corrective structure, yeah, you could speculate, okay, on a short trade, managing risk very, very well. How could you do so? You have an invalidation point, which is basically getting above the lows right over here from yesterday at 60,600. You can no doubt short the bounce here. If you're forming a three-way, very corrective, a bit of a channel, bear flag, right, if you wish, you can short this without a doubt. Invalidation has to be above these lows from yesterday. You could target the lows because the overall target would be the lows, right? You would get a pretty aggressive fifth wave down. You can manage risk and take the shot here and based on a confirmation of a breakdown. And if you get that choppiness here to the upside without overlapping this wave, yeah, no doubt you can speculate on a stop loss above here and you're targeting the lows. And it's just giving you a pretty nice risk to reward. It's a setup. I would prefer getting, there's two scenarios where I'm looking at here for a high probability trade, guys, and it's purely based on the impulsive corrective waves and price action, right? Getting out Fibonacci, getting out, different things. I can see here the possibility and where I do have the highest probability setup. Claiming the lows, and if we move down in a 5-wave structure, this is likely going to be a swing failure pattern level. You are likely going to get a pretty decent recovery after sweeping the lows and getting back above. You formed a 5-wave structure, you are looking for a nice corrective move. Now, depending on this, if in this move over here, we can analyze this scenario, because if you do, we'll get to that because this is just pure speculation right now. But depending on the momentum here, this could be another short position, and then we're going to get the next smack leg down here. All right, so no doubt, depending on this movement down, if it's going to be a 5-wave move, and then we get a 3-wave here, right? C wave being more impulsive, sweep up the highs, right? From that 4th wave. I mean, this is the kind of price action that we do want to see. This would be a long area to take profits above the bounce, okay, which would be the 4th wave, to then potentially look for a short position to come back down and just actually break down. That is if we form 5 waves down. So I would be interested in longing here, and depending on the price action that we formed during, you know, the next coming days, we will analyze the situation next there. So I would be interested in a swing failure pattern, especially if we form 5 waves down. If we, in the next scenario, I'm not interested in this wave. This is a zone that I would not do anything. I would rather enter late into a long position, realizing that this is no longer impulsive. This is likely going to get a recovery all the way up to the highs here. So this is a zone where I'm looking for long positions, and we need to reclaim those lows from yesterday. It's reclaiming those lows. We reclaim those lows with a nice bounce and acceptance inside of the value range. That is the moment I understand, hey, this is likely an ABC, and we are going to push up here to the upside to either form a C wave or a 3rd wave. Okay, so it's crucial. This level is crucial. This is going to give us the trading setup where we have the box, where we have the green box is going to determine if this is going to be a successful breakdown or it's not going to be a successful breakdown. We're off to the races as we reclaim those lows. Okay, hopefully this has been a good explanation. You have understood here how to recognize the sign of weakness of the bears and the sign of strength of the bulls, or a sign of strength of the bears as well, right? If you do break down here and you do this in a 5-wave move structure here to the downside, you know, I would be looking for that swing failure pattern for an instant bounce recovery to claim above, right, the 4th wave. Okay, nice setups, good explanations. I believe so. And I would be happy to come back to a stream tomorrow and explain that scenario that has happened. Now, if we do get a bounce from this level and suddenly come up here to the highs, right? Just say, hey, we did not even claim the lows, right? And we're suddenly recovering from this point. You were talking about some scenarios here, Andy, and the price just bounced up. So what do we need to expect when we bounce here to the upside? Well, this is what we're going to talk about now, legends. We talk about all of the levels. You're going to have all of the levels in your bag, okay? Ready. You need to be ready for whatever scenario, right? We talk about some scenarios here to the downside. Well, what if we do bounce from here? You didn't talk about any of those scenarios. That's what we're going to do right now, guys. So pay full attention on these scenarios. Like I said, on yesterday's video, live stream, we do have a scenario here where we come back up to the highs from yesterday, Wednesday, yesterday, 62,400. Interesting. We do have some highs. We do have some lows. This is these zones where we are going to recognize, like the one I've just explained here during the last 5 minutes, guys. What is going to happen next? What is going to happen next if we do get to this area? This is what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about. So if we do reclaim these highs, there's some major levels. We talked about them yesterday. We have the 7/8 Fibonacci from the start of the drop of Sunday to the lows, right? Pay full attention. The 7/8 Fibonacci is where we have the value area low of the entire range between March and June. It's exactly at the $63,200. Important level. This is the level that is going to give us it's basically going to tell us the sign of strength. Bulls are back. Soon as you break back inside the value area low of the entire range of March and June, I can tell you guys, it's going to be bullish. It will be bullish if you get a solid breakthrough at the value area low, and you're going to get a much higher push to the upside of several $1,000s. What we need to understand that this is the strongest resistance that we do have, right? Locally in this area. Then of course we got $67,000, but that's too far away. So we need to get above that value area low. However, what if this value area low is going to be massive resistance? Which could be the case. This could be the case that you're forming an if we do push down here, right? Or not, I don't know, maybe in the next coming hours. But if this is the low, we could certainly get a recovery. I think we could get another low here. And if we do recover, depending on this one or this one, if we do create another low here in the next coming hours, then it will be that low. However, if this were to be the low, we need to recognize an ABC all the way up here to the 7/8 Fibonacci zone. And this is also a 𝗬𝗏𝘄 pattern. We mentioned this yesterday. Now, don't think that this 𝗬𝗏𝘄 pattern is invalidated if we break down from this level, because the only thing you would do is change the low right over here, okay? You would only change the low. However, if this is the low and we do manage to recover here, just say that, hey, the price goes up. We have a 𝗬𝗏𝘄 pattern. 7/8 Fibonacci. We have the value area low between March and June. This area is high resistance, high confluence. If price, whether it comes down or not, or it moves up from here, it doesn't matter. I don't care about the next price action. We're just talking about this major level, okay? Whether it goes down and then up, or just doesn't go down and starts recovering from this point. This is a big zone. The $63,100 to $200. This is going to be complex to trade. I like looking at the 1 hourly time frame, right? We got, some lower highs right there. It's not going to be easy because this is the kind of level where you either get a quick wick and a big rejection, or the other case is you come up to that level, you wick above it, retrace a little bit, you wick another again, and you form those double top scenarios. This is a zone where you could double top and then get the significant pullback. I'm telling you, you have two likely scenarios here. Whether the price continues moving down very aggressively or not, this is a level where you are going to reject several $100, give or take $3, $4, $5, maybe $1,000. And the classic moves obviously is a quick touch of the 7/8, right, with the March, June lows, value area low, or you form those double tops. You want to pay attention at this level. If you form a double top, you know the strategy. You look for the next wick here to the upside for any early short positions, because you're going to get some people on the first touch already looking to short this value area low of the range of June and the 7/8 Fibonacci, that possible 𝗬𝗏𝘄 pattern as well. There's going to be people, already eyeing this. There's going to be people already eyeing this. If we do manage to get that leg up here between, the next couple of days. So what you need to understand, early shorts can get stopped. All right. So at the first, you can aggressively short, but you need to be defensive. If price comes back up to your entry point and it stops you out break-even zone and it double tops, you get another rejection. That is your next trigger. Stop loss at the highs. You could get into that pretty aggressive pullback. This is going to give you a 3-to-1, even a 4-to-1, depending on your entry, okay, and your stop loss, right? The wick is going to give you a pretty nice risk to reward setup. Without a doubt, I would be targeting the highs during the last few days here at 62,200, 300 range. I mean, it could be a drop of $1,000. You could make some pretty sick gains here. that would be your first local support resistance flip. Okay, but the confluence level of resistance is 63,200, right? Let's go right away through the comment section. That is the Bitcoin technical analysis, guys. Locally, hey, this is magic. I wish I had someone on YouTube and stop fucking around with the moving averages and stuff like that and tell me how can I recognize the levels, sign of strength, sign of support, and what I am looking for to take that trading decision with my risk management. Let's go right away through the comment section and say hello to the beautiful community. I got Devolt here, Aditya, my brothers. Thank you very much for the insane support. Yeah, we got a double top, no doubt. Yeah, we have a big, massive double top, guys. Bitcoin's going to $40,000 in the next coming weeks, okay? So bears are in control, double top. We're going to break down the neckline, guys. We're going down, okay? Yeah, we need to break down. We need to break down some levels. Okay, no doubt there's a lot of speculation on this right now. I can see Twitter all talking about. Well, you know, there's the main perma bulls as well, but there's a lot of bearish sentiment. Funding rate is negative right now, and there's a lot of bearish sentiment. I'm just concerned about a possible much larger, very boring summer triangle scenario, right? Where we're just going to be ranging here for many weeks, and no all-time high and no sub $50,000, right? We're just going to be ranging here, 58K, 63K, 67K, 63K again, 58K, just very, very rangy. It seems like that could definitely be the case here for the summer. So yeah, anyway, double top at $63,000. Could we form a double top at $63,000? I'm just going to go through the comment section, guys. Double top at $63,000. There's the other scenario as well. We're talking about a very strong resistance here, which is the value area low of March and June. We could just sweep the liquidity from the highs of Wednesday, which is at $62,460. Maybe the price could, whether it's going down or up from here, right? If we do come up, right, it doesn't matter what we do here next. If we do come up to the highs from Wednesday, could it just create a failed auction, swing failure pattern from that level, and then come down to the lows, okay, and even lower? Absolutely yes. So don't be waiting for 63,200, because you might just claim that liquidity here and then start rolling down, and you're forming more like a triple top at this zone. It's definitely a scenario. You know, this is a setup without a doubt. I would be interested in this setup. You know, we know about these wicks. These wicks just get above the range highs and then it comes down to the range lows. So we can consider that scenario as well for a short. Okay, watch out that level, that green box zone. These are the interest zones, guys. Highs and the lows. Either successful breakdown or liquidity grab. And you're moving back to the highs. Keep it simple, manage risk, let's go. Hey Andy, you're a great YouTuber, mate. Appreciate your work. Julian, thank you very much. US dollar tether and USDC. I'm long on 𝗕𝗶𝗴𝗫. 𝗕𝗶𝗴𝗫's a beast of a meme coin. That breakdown is a gift, brother, says Julian. Yeah, that breakdown would be a gift. Imagine going down to $40,000. My goodness. I'll be buying some Bitcoin at those levels without a doubt, guys. Without a doubt. Guys, you know what is the game plan here for Bitcoin? How many Bitcoin can you have for the future before it goes and skyrockets, right, at some point in the next coming years to $500,000, right? How many can you have? That is the question. When I started buying in cryptocurrency, when I started buying Bitcoin, my game plan was, how many could I have? How many Bitcoin can I accumulate? And I remember back in 2019 where I got my first, I managed to accumulate my first Bitcoin. I was like, okay, I've got 1 Bitcoin now. What comes next? Having 2 Bitcoin, right? And then you get 2 Bitcoin, and then you want 3, then you want 5. You get the deal, right? How many Bitcoin can you accumulate? So any bearish price action that could happen in the next weeks and months, it's just going to give you a gift of God, guys. How many Bitcoin can you manage to accumulate? That is the question. I don't care what price it is. How many do you have? That is what is interesting, right? Michael Saylor knows that. He has over 1% of the entire Bitcoin supply. Absolutely crazy. So I'm just buying 𝗕𝗶𝘆, baby, says Rudy. 𝗕𝗶𝘆's been doing really good at 𝗕𝗶𝘆. 𝗕𝗫 is one that looks interesting. 𝗕𝗫 has got a major full retracement from the pumps. 𝗕𝗫 supposedly, and it has been proven, the transactions, the fastest transaction in crypto and on blockchain technology, supposedly is 𝗕𝗫. I think they can support, something crazy like 1 million transactions per second. Now, the thing about 𝗕𝗫 is they're very poor at their marketing. They're very poor on marketing. So, but 𝗕𝗫, I think, is one of those blockchain projects. This got an insane rally. This one got a huge, gigantic rally back in 2021. And yeah, bear market, this crypto looks dead, but I would give it a chance. Full retracement right now, and this is the last chance. This is classic. I remember this first wave. I mean, I would love to get the ADA chart, because ADA is the best example. Best example. I did not buy any ADA on the previous bear market, and when you get 𝗕𝗫, I mean, I have kind of a feeling that we are in this kind of rally. This looks dead, right? You get a rally here, and then you get, full retracement. Then we have the C19 crash, and this looks dead. Nobody wants to buy this crap. This looks absolutely dead. Then you get this bad boy after 12, 18 months. So disbelief rallies are real. They are real. They are real in the crypto market. They happen. When you take a look at 𝗕𝗫, if you want a shot on a good solid blockchain project, you want to think about considering having some of this in your portfolio, because this is no doubt a kind of a disbelief pullback. This is going to crap. This is a sucker's rally. Nobody wants to buy this crap. This is a sucker's rally. This is dead. And then you get smart money getting into the scenario here in the next coming this range for the for the next coming months. This is what happened with ADA. The same thing. You get people excited, you get people devastated. It's the sentiment, guys, of the market. You need to understand it. And yeah, very, very similar scenario right there. Then you get this. It's going to happen, guys, at some point. You going to be ready? Will you have enough crypto? Well, we'll see. We'll see, right? Looks way too similar. Well, yeah, I mean, because it's a blockchain project and it's a newish blockchain project, 𝗕𝗫 does not exist back in 2017 and 18. It's new from the previous cycle. So yeah, this is going to get a big fat pump, right? End of 24, entering into 2025-ish, Q2, Q3, it will happen. It will happen. So, yeah, it's just a classic disbelief rally. It's, you just need to take a look at other charts. You need to understand the market cycles. It's the classic disbelief rally. You get the major drop after the first major bull market pump. You get the disbelief. And disbelief, you get a major pullback on disbelief. And this is what has happened to a lot of the cryptos. Insane disbelief. Because the bear market has happened. We've already had a brutal bear market. People forget that the bear market was this. This is a brutal bear market. This is where people get wrecked. This is disbelief. This is a great zone. This is great zone. Look at the selling pressure here. It's exhausted. no selling pressure here. This is just a little downtrend. This is a classic trap. First kind of bull trap scenario. And then, you know the deal, guys. I'm not going to explain this anymore. If you cannot understand it, then I don't have any time, right? So anyway, so we hold these tokens when they get a little pump and then move all the profits into Bitcoin. Over the time, I know all these altcoins go to zero compared to BTC. Yeah, without a doubt. The end game here is to accumulate as much Bitcoin. A lot of the profits that I took in 2021, I flipped them into Bitcoin, stable coins and Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin did get the hit. However, it's all about how many Bitcoin you can have. So let's go right away. And comment section. 𝗕𝗏𝗽, thanks for joining, my man. Great education in alpha. Andy, you are a legend. Thank you very much, 𝗕𝗏𝗽. You're also a legend. Guys, if you haven't checked out 𝗕𝗏𝗽, he provides great technical analysis every single day. Make sure to check him out. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. 312. Let's smash up the like button, guys. If we do get to 500 likes, I'm going to give a ledger, okay? No, not a ledger, a Trezor hardware wallet. Smash up the like button, comment down below after the stream. If you enjoy the education, the technical analysis, the levels that we're looking for, some trading setups, understand the sign of strength, sign of weakness, guys. There's no other way to look for day trade and scalping setups. Shall we take a look at some news, legends? Let's take a look at some news. We have good YouTubers like Sun that makes great analysis, such as if we hit 75K, we will reach 80K. Always talk about head and shoulders, concrete analysis. On the other hand, we have Andy, says Jay. Thank you very much, my brother. Let's take a look at some news. What about REEF? We got REEF here also. Yeah, REEF got a devastating corrective move. Very volatile. Very volatile. REEF just got a big pump and dump. And we're back at the lows. We're back at the lows. We're not going to talk about trading setups on REEF at the moment. This is not worth it. Okay, you need to be careful with these big pump and dump coins. All right, but I know it's a solid project. I just wouldn't trade it. But you can see you're at the lows of the bear market, and hey, the selling pressure finishes here. It finishes here at the 0013 cent zone. It finishes here. Right? You can see it during the last year, right? 2023. Selling pressure finishes here. There's only one way from this area, right? Yeah, you could get a little bit of, wick beneath the low, but you ain't gonna go much lower than this zone. You could get some wicks. Be prepared for those wicks. They're likely going to be spring points. They're likely going to be good opportunity zones. There's only one way from this area. You know which one it is, right? Leg up, leg up, leg up, leg up. So this area, you could wick beneath it, but it's the bomb diggity level to get some crypto. Let's go right away here and take a look at some news that is going on, legends, because we have big breaking. Bolivia makes Bitcoin trading and payment legal again in effort to modernize financial system. Bolivia, bullish on Bitcoin. Bring it on. We've got Coinbase is suing the US government to access internal records, aiming to expose what it describes as deliberate and concerted effort by the SEC. I don't know who this dude is, but Coinbase suing the US government to access internal records. Bitcoin ETF inflows cool off. What is next for investors? We can see the last few days have been a little bit negative on the ETFs. Is it something that we need to concern, guys? Is this bearish for the next coming weeks and months? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Our outflows have been a little bit crazy during the last week. We have had some consistent outflows of over 100 million, even $200 million during the last week. So a little bit of green here the last few days, not very much. So a little bit flat. Are you bearish? Are you bullish on Bitcoin, guys? Do you think that ETFs are basically, going to sell They're gonna, you know, spot ETFs, GBTC, BlackRock. Are they going to continue selling, guys? Let me know. What do you think? You're bullish. Mike is bullish. Yeah. So I think that the funny thing about the ETFs, guys, is we have seen more inflows when the price is moving up and the outflows when the price is going down, which is completely the opposite of what you need to do, right? You want to be adding when the price corrects, right? Most of the inflows have come in between March, February and March, right, on the rise. Then inflows were not too crazy during the last few weeks, but it seems like the outflows are pretty aggressive. Is this a sign? Is this a sign that this is a double top? Bless you. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry about that sneeze, guys. Do they know something? There's outflows being quite aggressive during the last week with this downtrend. Do they know something? Do they know that this is a double top? Bitcoin's going to break down to $40,000, $50K, $40K, right? We're like, hey, why are they selling while we're dropping? Hey, maybe the price is going to go to much lower levels. They're getting scared. Yeah, because most of the inflows, obviously, and outflows are from investors, right? It's just like me. I can buy some Bitcoin. I can buy some spot ETF. And it's mainly retail, right? It's mainly retail that are buying the ETFs. Okay, also institution, no doubt. There's a lot of institutional, no doubt, companies buying the ETF. But they have emotions as well. They're in doubt, and they play with the emotions. They buy when the price is rising. They sell when the price is dropping. You can clearly see the emotions there. BlackRock disclosed buying 43,000 shares of iShares Bitcoin ETF for its global allocation fund in the latest SEC filling. Even BlackRock itself has been buying some shares on the Bitcoin ETF. Bitcoin to break $150,000 if Trump wins the presidency, Standard Chartered Bank says. Trump presidency is not priced in yet. Did you see what we had here is pretty interesting, guys. I'm not sure if you have seen this, but it seems like Biden has, he's an old guy. He's an old guy. And Trump is basically in this interview, in this debate, saying, hey, he clearly doesn't know what he's talking about, right? Because he was like really confused on the debate some moments. So anyway, I think Trump has an extremely high chance in winning the elections in November. And without a doubt, this is very likely going to be extremely bullish for Bitcoin and obviously cryptocurrency. If Trump wins the election, without a doubt, I believe that it's going to be very, very bullish for Bitcoin. And that is when, if we are going to be sideways and bearish during the summer, July, August, right, September, not too much momentum, this is going to be bullish if Trump is elected in November for president. What we also see is the levels of bullish calls across X, Reddit, Telegram, 4chan, and Bitcoin Talk has dropped significantly, right? We've been seeing a lot of people bullish during the last few weeks, and now it is lost the momentum a lot, okay? This is usually quite a bullish sign. Bullish crowd calls, even the bearish, they do have some spikes. But a little bit of the so much bullishness has gone down a lot, okay, on Bitcoin during the last few weeks. And you can see it through all the socials, right? You can see that bullish to bearish flip on Bitcoin, which is really good most of the times. It gives a signal of a potential reversal very, very soon. Just then, we have Kraken founder Jesse Powell donated $1 million to Donald Trump to unite behind the only pro-crypto major party candidate. So, he has a happy face with that donation. Bitcoin bounced imminent, we have here from Titan of Crypto. It's pretty interesting. You know, there are a few TA channels that I take a look at to look at the perspective on the technical analysis. You know, it's another point of view. But funny enough, we have the stochastic RSI and the regular RSI on the daily, which is hitting the extreme oversold territory. And the last time we have seen this during the last 2 years, we have had a pretty significant bounce. Now, there has been some that he hasn't pointed out here, but we did get some relief bounces, okay, from these points. And he says that we are testing the overall macro higher low support trend line. Yeah, without a doubt, the only thing that doesn't look right about this price action is that double top, right? Or the much larger ABC corrective move. RSI, stochastic, oversold, major higher low support trend line. Every time we've been in oversold territory, we have had a major relief pump or even a breakout pump. Something that we need to take into consideration, obviously. DXY is due for a corrective move here. I mean, this is something that I could arguably discuss because I have been bullish on the DXY for many months and the DXY has been bullish. So, yeah, something that I'm in doubt here. That we are forming lower highs on the DXY. However, we are forming higher lows. So it's getting squeezed here. And as long as we're above the point of control of the last few years, the DXY is bullish. I mean, it is bullish. He is talking about a wedgie scenario that we're forming here. And, what can I say? Is this a bearish wedge? I mean, we are forming higher lows and higher highs. I'm in doubt here because he's basically saying that, this guy here is saying that we're forming like an ascending wedge and it's ready for a corrective move to the downside. The primary focus is on employment data, as high unemployment will push the Fed to make rate cuts, which will crash DXY and pump Bitcoin. I gotta say, I do really not agree with this, because we discussed this on another live stream. Do you know what happens when you get the interest rate cuts? Based on the previous data during the last decades, every time we hit a plateau on the interest rates, right, we stop for a few months and then we cut interest rates, we enter a recession. It's happened every single time when rates go down. It's when you enter recession. So, yeah, there's a very, very bad understanding of people saying we cut rates, we pump liquidity into the market, happy days, all our assets are going to pump. No, you usually get a major crash first. You usually get a recession and a crash first for several months, give or take 6-12 months. That's what's usually happened. History is telling us that. So that is what we need to take into consideration here. We need to be very, very cautious about having the interest rate cuts and money pumped into the market. I think it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen fast. We just need to be careful, guys, on what could potentially happen in the next coming months with that. Every June, Bitcoin found its local bottom and then proceeded to rally over the summer and then make a local top in August. This is something we discussed here yesterday. It's very interesting that June has usually marked a bottom on the price of Bitcoin for the last 6 to 7 years. Local bottom on every June. Significant bounce that we've had since, 7 years. The last 6-7 years, June has been the lows. So not much more has to be said here with the news, the charts, the data. Thank you very much. That's cuts. That's because they usually cut rates because the economy is so bad. This is not the case now. Well, yeah, it's not the case now. The economy is not extremely bad for the moment, but it will get bad if it does continue with high interest rates, okay? So, yeah, he says that it's not the case now. Yeah, employment is still very low. Unemployment rate, we can see that on the chart. Unemployment rate is low. It's kind of bottoming out here. It's in a slight increase during the last few months. But, once we do not get into recession until the numbers say that we are in a recession, right? And those numbers are about to flip. So So we want to be just cautious on what could happen in the next coming months. Legends. Only 148 likes. Don't forget to hit the like button, says 𝗲𝗏𝗍. My brother, thank you very much. Legends, you take care. Remember that you have those affiliate links down below. You have an insane bonus on bluffing. It has the highest bonus. And this bonus right over here on bluffing is a deposit bonus and trading bonus. The more you trade, the more airdrops you're going to get to your futures exchange, okay? It's up to $80,000. So I get DMs of people saying, hey, bluffing just airdropped $1,000 into my account. And I said, yeah, you're likely going to get some more airdrops. The more you trade, okay, you do get those airdrops to your futures exchange, okay, up to $80,000. So you just get those airdrops going on, getting into your account, every single other week, okay? Thank you very much, Legends, for joining today's update. You have the Bitcoin technical analysis, the levels, the scenarios, safe trading, and I'll see you in the next one.